Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station. Atlantis now on the proper alignment for its 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the International Outpost. 30 seconds into the flight. Atlantis almost 2 miles in altitude, almost 6 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center already, traveling 500 miles an hour. The 3 liquid fuel main engines now throttling back to 72% of rated performance, going into the bucket, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks through the sound barrier.
10.
CLS go for main engine start.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, taking the space station to full power for full science.
This is Mission Control Houston.
Discovery roll program.
Roger roll, Discovery.
Discovery's roll maneuver is complete. It is now in a heads-down position on track for its flight to the International Space Station. Discovery flying 365 miles per hour, 1.5 miles in altitude, 7 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center. Discovery's engines are throttling down as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum pressure on the vehicle.
Eight, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis. The final visit to enhance the vision of Hubble into the deepest grandeur of our universe.
Bypass across the board, Scooter, no action.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis on its way. Atlantis on its way, all 3 engines now throttling down as the vehicle passes through the area of maximum dynamic pressure.
Atlantis, Houston, no action on the MPS H2 out P.
32 seconds into the flight. The 3 liquid fuel main engines soon will throttle back to 72% of rated performance, down in the bucket, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it goes transonic.
Main gear touchdown. Atlantis' nose being now rotated down toward the runway. The chute being deployed.
Discovery on at the 180.
On at the 180.
The slow, gentle turn around the heading alignment circle. Commander Rick Sturckow will soon align Discovery with runway 22, time to touchdown 2 minutes.
Discovery on at the 90.
On at the 90. Runway in sight, Houston.
Discovery, we copy.
This view from the heads-up display camera, the same view that Rick Sturckow and Kevin Ford are seeing now that we're aligned with runway 22. 1 minute until touchdown. Discovery right on the center line. Moments from now, Rick Sturcke will flare up Discovery's nose. Pilot Kevin Ford will deploy the landing gear. The pre-flare maneuver conducted. Landing gear down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Kevin Ford now deploying the drag chute. Nose gear touchdown. Discovery rolling out on runway 22 at Edwards Air Force Base, California, wrapping up a 5.7 million mile mission to resupply and fortify the International Space Station. Tim Cobra home after 58 days in space.
Barometric pressure and wind speed. Speed now 1,800 miles an hour. Approximately 2.5 times the speed of sound. Altitude is 15 miles. 67 miles to the landing site. Endeavour now passing below Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. 1,100 miles an hour, altitude 13 miles, 70,000 feet, 47 miles to the landing site.
Endeavour Houston, you're on energy approaching the HAC. No changes to winds or weather. Nominal shoot deploy.
Okay, no change to winds and weather, nominal shoot.
Hot mic, Endeavour.
Endeavour now slowing below the speed of sound. 2 sonic booms signaling its arrival at the California coast. Speed just over 500 miles an hour, 25 miles to the landing site. Commander Chris Ferguson has taken over the controls of the shuttle as he arrives at the heading alignment circle. Again, this is the 342-degree left-hand turn to line him up for Edwards runway 04, a temporary runway that is providing a southwest to northeast landing. Speed 530 miles an hour. Altitude 6 miles. 21 miles to the landing site.
Endeavor, on at the 180.
On at the 180.
Pilot Eric Bowe now getting a chance to get the feel for Endeavor as it returns from Earth to Earth. Speed 470 miles an hour. Altitude 20,000 feet.
Endeavor, on at the 90.
On at the 90.
Commander Chris Ferguson back in control. Endeavor on course past the 90-degree portion of the heading alignment circle. Lining up with runway 04, Edwards Air Force Base. Speed 400 miles an hour. Altitude 1,100 feet. Commander Chris Ferguson on glide slope. Speed 350 miles an hour. Altitude 2,000 feet. Landing gear down. Gear down and locked. Touchdown. Pilot Eric Bowe deploying drag chute that'll help slow Endeavor on the runway. Nose gear touchdown. Final reveal for Endeavor's home improvement to the International Space Station mission is now complete. 124th Space Shuttle mission, 27th shuttle mission of the station, and the 22nd mission for Endeavor.
stop, Houston.
Copy, wheel stop, Endeavor. Welcome back. That was a great way to finish a fantastic flight, Fergie.
Hey, we're happy to be here in California.